Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the new Joytoy officially licensed product. This is the Warhammer 40k Blood Angels Death Company Intercessor Brother Aracial. Okay, start off by taking a look at the packaging. Here it is. You can see the very nice artwork of the characters. The Warhammer 40k logo there in the center. At the top of the box, we have the official licensed Warhammer logo, Joytoy logo, and these are recommended for ages 15 and up. Looks really good. At the bottom, we have the Blood Angels Death Company Intercessors and the content statement along with the scale of this action figure. Back of the box, Warhammer 40k logo, the product statement, the age recommendation again. Here's 2 of the 4 of the Death Company Intercessors that you can get. And here is the other 2. And at the bottom of the scale and the content statement again. Top of the box, Warhammer 40k. Bottom of the box, same thing, Warhammer 40k logo. This side of the box, Warhammer 40k logo again, the Blood Angels Death Company Intercessors, a copyright, and a very awesome Blood Angels logo. This side, company information, product information, and a bunch of other stuff. You can pause and read that if you would like. Age and recycling symbols again. Here's a look at the clamshell and how the figure is packaging. It's very nice. Okay, here's Brother Aracial outside the packaging, and it looks pretty cool. Let's start off by taking a look at the action figures, aesthetics, and paint, and then we'll take a look at the articulation and the accessories. So let's start by taking a look at that head sculpt. He has blonde hair. He has a service stud on his forehead. He definitely has a very mean look. The open mouth design. His nose is squinched down. Eyes also. This looks like his face is painted. There's some cheekbones there. It's very nice. So on this side of the head we have part of his helmet. There is it's not all black. There is some gunmetal there on the cylinder and that rectangle. The back we have bottom part of his helmet. So we have the red dot in the center. There is some dry brushing there. Some gunmetal there. You can see his hair. It looks very cool how it's sculpted. Each little strand, or a patch of hair. Top of his head. Very nicely sculpted. We have the beautiful skull and wings on his chest. Looks very, very nice. On his pauldron we have the red X. There's some white line work here. On this pauldron he has the Blood Angel logo, white wings with a blue tint to it. We have the gold outline of the blood drop and then a metallic red paint for the blood drop. This is a sculpted piece. This is not like paint or a sticker, so that's all molded and sculpted, and looks absolutely amazing. Now for the lower level here we have it's pretty much all black with white outlining here in his torso area and his upper legs. On this arm he has a green button or dot there. Nothing to see on this side. Now on this leg we have a purity seal. We're in white. No more paint or aesthetics pretty much at all. Just some line work. This knee pad has an X on it. And on the back here he has a couple of accessories already attached, which we have 2 pouches, 2 different sizes, a cylinder, empty pistol case, and another cylinder. These are all pegged onto his belt. These are removable, so by pulling them off, and they are you can actually rotate these 360 if you really wanted to do that for whatever reason, but you can see how So you can go in and out some, and then obviously rotate them. Here we have the payloads for his power pack. So here's a 360 look at the character. Some more angles. It's the top of the figure, and then we have the bottom of his figure. We have peg holes in the feet. He does have some pretty big feet, pretty nice. He stands very easily. Okay, for articulation, we'll start with his head. He does look down. You can look up just a bit. At the side, 360 rotation, no problem. Really good. Now for the arms do pull out a bit to give you some room for posability. At this point, it does kind of look like, weird, but when you do your posing, you kind of hide the gappage. That's just like how the system they've designed for these figures to get around the pauldrons being so big. But they want to rotate, joint to rotate 360 all the way around. There's a rotation right up in here, just under the pauldron, for the lower, just above the elbow, and the rest of the arm, the double jointed elbows. It's pretty cool. Hands are on a ball joint. They kind of go all around different directions. Your ins and outs, your ups and downs, and your 360s all the way around. You got the ups, the downs. Then you have some in and out. So that's pretty much for the arms. The pauldrons do have their own little ball peg. Here they actually move. So you can find one. Okay, they can go in and out like this, and then back and forth like this, and then they can turn a little. So when you're done with that, all you basically have to do is have to get your arms set. I like keeping my my joints out front so I can bend my arms relatively easily. Get my hands straightened out and push back in your joints. Pretty nice. So for chest articulation, he does have, like right here, he has this ab crunch back and forth. Got some side to side. You use your, I'm gonna call it a utility belt just for fun. Utility belt, side to side. It gets in the way and it kind of stops it from going so much. But if you pull the belt down, you can get it. Belt's kind of loose on his own. You put it this crotch piece right there. His thigh rotation on both legs. Then we have double jointed knees, which you can see there. And then we have feet that pivot down, up. We have the side to side. Not much of a 360 unless you try to force it around the cylinder. And then we have the toe up articulation like that for your kneeling purposes or battle stances, basically. I think I pretty much got all the articulation and the figure. Knee joint there. Okay, after we take care of the articulation, we're going to take a look at his accessories. First off, we're going to take a look at his Carbine Bolter. Looks pretty good. This is really awesome looking. We have the maroon reddish. We have this unique design here. I've seen this before. Gold wings with some kind of piece. Is there supposed to be a skull in there? I'm not sure. No, on the packaging it has the same thing. Thought maybe the skull fell off or something. We have this piece here. Looks like it actually rotates as the weapon is being fired. We have a brown strap, which brings me to this piece, which looks amazing. I don't think I've seen this yet. We have the shells attached to the strap, silver connector. metal, gunmetal paint here, and then gold shells. Large drum for holding the shells. And then we have this piece here at the bottom. This is like a kind of like a grenade launcher, maybe. Very unique weapon. Drill barrels. Drill to the side. Then we have this little muzzle up here, it looks like. This is an interesting weapon. I'll have to see if I can do some more research on this for my own knowledge. We have 3 business ends, I guess. I'm going to call that, right? If anybody knows how this functions, please comment down below. Let me know. I really appreciate it. And the rest of the community on top of a rail system. This is an awesome, awesome weapon. So taking a look at his hands, let's see. They're relatively soft, so we should have no problem putting that in his hand. Get that trigger finger, and yep, did what it's supposed to do. Very cool. And you can see how large that weapon is, and he can hold it. Hands free. You guys can see the feet there. Nicely balanced joints and tolerance joints. So he can obviously bring this bad boy over across, and then you can bring his other hand up, get it underneath, and that just looks incredible. That's one incredible weapon. That's awesome. And then obviously if you want to just store your weapon, you just can get the strap up around his arm and then under the pauldron, maybe to give it some space. So there's some flexibility there. And then we can maybe get it to fit. There we go. Kind of hangs on this back. Looks pretty good. Of course you can fine tune it, but for our purposes, for a review, I think it looks pretty decent for the review at least. Next up is heavy bolt pistol. We have this gunmetal color here. The red matches his other weapon. This is fantastic. It gives the weapons ownership. Drilled barrel, drill through the side. Lots of paint. Lots of weathering. We have a clip here. You can see the flat piece, and then we can see the shells there. You can pull that out. It is removable. I wish we had a little bit of paint there to make it look like the bolts were, you know, coming out the top of the clip. That's how that looks inside. You just basically put that in, and you can slide in as far as that, or you can have it out some for your visual effects. And he is going to have no problem holding this pistol because it just goes right into his hand, and most of the time these hands go right where they're supposed to be. Finger goes where it belongs. Looks great. Looks mean. He ain't playing around. This guy's got the he's got the weapons to take care of business, I guess. Very cool. Very nice. Next up, we have a chainsaw sword. We have the maroon red bloody color, gunmetal motor, saw and gunmetal hand protection here with studs, all gunmetal as long as this piece here, black handle, and a skull for the bottom, a gold skull. That's really awesome. You can put that up on his shoulder because that's a very nice articulation that we have. Looks very cool. So you can bring it down like so, across his chest. Looks nice. Very cool. Definitely have some options with this guy for displays and for your playability. Next up, we have his power pack. Black with the white line work. Then the gunmetal vents here and here, here and here. Then a little silverish there on the inside, on each side of the power pack. 2 studs, no pin in there, which is unfortunate, but not a deal breaker. These do rotate 360 all the way around, but they need to get heated before you do that. You can hear the creaks. I don't want to break it, so, but you know that you can move. Those are movable at least. And to put this on, all you need to do is turn your figure around, come around the back, sink 2 holes into the back of the figure, and then that's how that looks. Very nice. Okay, so to get to the last pretty much armament we got is this helmet. We have the red eyes, maroon hoses with some silver connector pieces on each side, red dot on the back. This is a alternate head. It does not an over the head fit. You have to remove his current unmasked head to put this on, and that's relatively easy for most of these figures. Just got to get the head, and that's the only part that's like you got to try to hope that doesn't happen to you. You got to pull that piece out and put it to this head. Most of the time it just stays in the body, but for some reason this guy decided to come out on us. It's probably just because we're trying to do a video, right? I guess I want to do this off camera. It's hard to do through the lens, but let me try one more time. But I might get lucky. I may have to heat this. Let's see here. Yep, that went on. It's all the way on, but it seems to be connected. So let's take this out of his hand. Out of the way. So we'll take a look at that helmet sculpt here. So you can see it looks very cool on the figure itself. And then it's, you know, get your up and down, side to side, 360 rotation. I'm not sure that, yeah, it's on there. It looks very awesome. Probably because it's just black. Black is an awesome color. Well, it's like, I guess that's the absence of color, I'm assuming. So it looks pretty cool. Okay, the last accessories we have is he has 2 extra sets of hands. So basically they're just black hands. And then we get this set of hands, more of an open type. Very cool. Yep, so that's everything you get. And I forgot to show you guys this. You also get this trading card. Keep the light off of it. Very nice. And on the back is mostly Chinese, but except for his name. Very nice card for the nice quality. Alright, my final thoughts. These are very, very nice figures. I do recommend them if you are a fan of Warhammer 40k, and you don't actually have to be a fan if you just love 1/18 scale figures. These guys are really cool. Me, I dig in the black. I think they look amazing. So I picked up a set. I have reviews up for all 4 of these characters as of this video. So if you want to see those, look for my playlist, and they're all together in one playlist. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Much more coming. Great stuff. Lots of videos for you guys on this channel that you can view at your viewing pleasure. And thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in our next review.